Welcome back, lovely friends. It's lovely to have you with us for another show from Cruise1st TV. Now, for those of you who have never met before, I'm Derek Marks, hello, and it's been my pleasure for the last 15 years or so to bring you the most amazing cruise adventures on TV. And Cruise1st have been in the cruise business for nearly 25 years, bringing you the best deals and unlocking the best in bonuses too. Now, in this show, we're sailing, as you can see behind me, in and out of the UK with Ambassador Cruise Line. Enjoy yourself. You will love it. Now, they are a relative newcomer to the cruise industry, but one that's certainly rating high and leaving passengers thrilled with their premium economy cruising for the over 50s cruise passenger market. All good. That now includes me. Lovely. Which means that the majority of their sailings are adults only, with the occasional cruise to get the whole family together. Brilliant news right now with Ambassador is that they have two special promotions running. The first one, which we've seen before, is a buy one, get one half price on cruises running between April next year and April in 2026. So our first three offers need booking by the 31st of this month to get the best value. The second promotion can actually save you 20% off the price of their sailings that go between now and the 21st of March next year. And those cruises we need to get booked by August. Confused? Don't worry, I will explain everything. I've got a selection of those coming up later. And please don't worry about all the maths, because myself and Mr. P have been out with the calculators all night and we've done all the maths to make the booking as simple as it can possibly be. So let's get started with a big trip with the buy one get one half price offer. It's a no fly for the 30th of January in 2026 for a whopping 40 nights, and we're off to the jewels of the Caribbean Sea on their ship Ambience. So let's go and have a little look around first. The lovely Ambience. She's beautiful. She is the flagship of their two-ship fleet, and very, very nice indeed, actually. The vibe on Ambassador is a little more classic cruising, but with those lovely modern touches to them, and the service on board is incredible. You will get to absolutely know everyone on board, including your crew, who are just brilliant. You'll see them popping up left, right and centre all over the place. Fabulous entertainment on board. It's something that Ambassador are absolutely famed for. Really, really nice shows you go and enjoy across the two-deck Palladium main theatre, which feels very grand indeed. You saw the SW19 bar there. It's a little bit themed on Wimbledon, I think, this ship, which is very nice, which is very telling as well, because we've just had the championships, haven't we, just recently. So you can enjoy the SW19 bar. You can enjoy a Raffles bar as well. Now, I wonder what will be on the cocktail list in Raffles. Do you think there might be a Singapore Sling? I think there might be. There's wonderful entertainment and wonderful activities that happen during the day as well, by the way. There are things like watercolour painting, crafting. There's all kinds of things that you can get involved in if you're on a sea day, for instance. Some of you might just want to curl up with a good book and be as lazy as you like. Lots of specialty dining as well. We've seen one or two of the restaurants as we've gone through. Saffron, the Indian speciality, Sea and Grass, which is your surf and turf steakhouse, and many more, and plenty of pool deck and space for you as well. And we're going to need it because we are sailing out of Tilbury in Essex for 40 nights, and after 4 days at sea we're in Praia de Vitoria in the Azores. There's a gorgeous beach here, and it's a very pretty little town actually. Lovely buildings and churches which date back to the 15th century. 6 days at sea and we find ourselves in the Caribbean. That's where we want to be. St John's is first in Antigua and Barbuda. You could take a tour around St John's here, enjoy the shopping near the port, or head into town and explore the different areas there. Next, we're off to Tortola into Road Town. There's a national marine park here where you can explore the wreck of HMS Rhone and Dead Chest Island, or you can take a trip to Anegada Island, surrounded by the reefs there. 3 days at sea. This is going to be a highlight port. Havana in Cuba, the capital. The old city is UNESCO. Head to the Museum of the Revolution, discover more of the city's history. In fact, you can even see one of Castro's former boats there at the museum itself. A day at sea, and we're in Georgestown in the Cayman Islands, which is an absolutely beautiful port. You can go to Stingray City there, which is a really, really lovely experience to do. And you can go and see the Crystal Caves too. We're in Montego Bay in Jamaica next. The historic Rose Hall is one of the big attractions here, as you can see up at the top picture. Or you can relax on Doctor's Cave Beach and savour Jamaican cuisine along the Hip Strip. You've got to go there, haven't you? Ocho Rios is next in Jamaica. This is a wonderful place, so diverse as well in its landscapes, rainforests, rivers, waterfall. Fans of James Bond as well will love it because it was featured, the town itself, in many a Bond film. Day at sea, and we're in the Dominican Republic in Santo Domingo next, one of the oldest cities in the Caribbean, and it is indeed the capital of the Dominican. It's got a wonderful historic area, lovely museums, or you can just people watch in the plazas. Martinique, Fort-de-France is next. Head to the botanical gardens here, see the very rare palms buzzing with the hummingbirds, or head for a rum tasting to a distillery. You can see how it's made too. Have a taste or two. Bridgetown next in Barbados. Now, Nikki Beach is the one that's most highly rated here. Enjoy the amazing cocktails. You can see a mojito show, enjoy the water sports here, or just enjoy lovely nature walks. St. Lucia, Castries is next. It's another subtropical paradise, a wonderful French influence on the buildings and the landmarks here. Or again, you can just relax under some palms on a fabulous beach. That sounds like my idea of heaven. Next, we're in Kingstown, which is in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Pirates of the Caribbean territory here. You can dive and snorkel in the reef, see the tropical gardens, explore the caves, or find a quiet corner of paradise to simply enjoy. And then we're into Bazatia, which is in St. Kitts and Nevis, and you can think about taking a safari here to find out more about the island in an open Land Rover, as you see up in the top picture there, or head to the Palm Court Gardens. 10 days at sea, and then we are back into Tilbury in Essex, and that is the end of our cruise. Tilbury, by the way, as a port to get to is very, very simple. I know they say this 1,000 times over, but it's literally 10-15 minutes off the top of the M25. So in terms of getting to the port, very, very simple. And of course, we can arrange parking for you down there. But look at the holiday, and remember, the last thing on your mind is car parking, really, isn't it? You're thinking of 40 nights of incredible cruise. Now, this offer has a buy one, get one half price. So bear with me, it'll all make sense. So this is where passenger number one pays the full price for the 40-night cruise, which is, here it comes, for 40 nights, 3,615. Now, passenger number two pays only half of that, which is £1,807.50. And if you put those together and then divide it by 2, you get the actual price per person, which is 2,711 and 25 pence per person, which is a brilliant price for a 40-night cruise, which is taking you here, there and everywhere. You can put a low deposit down on this today as well for less than £500 each. And this buy one, get one half price promotion runs for sailings that go between the 6th of April next year and the 10th of April in 2026. So there are many more of these offers where you can take advantage of this promotion. But you must make your booking by the 31st of July. So there's a little bit of time pressure there, but it's well worth it because the second of you is essentially sailing for half price, which is amazing. Don't ask me which one, I'm not getting involved. Here's the upgrade prices if you want to go up to your ocean view, balcony or suite. Again, bear in mind that your upgrade prices are just the full price for passenger number one. So for instance, if you were going for an ocean view, you'd add the £1,129 for passenger number one, and then you would half that for the second person to upgrade. So if you want to get that booked right now, it's 0800 953 4700. That's our free phone number, remember, if you've got any questions whatsoever. Remember, it is not £3,615 per person. That's the price for passenger number one. Passenger number two is half of that price. So it actually works out at £2,711.25 per person. There you go. I remembered that as well. It wasn't written down anywhere. I just remembered it. Blimey, I'm getting good. You need to be good to do the maths on a promotion like this, but it's well worth enjoying as well. Right, let's do another one then, which is buy one, get one half price. This one, it's a sailing in and out of Liverpool for the 6th of May next year, and it's an Icelandic discovery for 12 nights. So it leaves on the 6th of May from Liverpool on Ambassador Ambition this time, which is the other one of their ships. They are lovely, you know, these ships are brilliant. Little bit more boutique cruising, which I love. So you are cruising on mid-size ships, a bit more of a classic cruise experience. Plenty of space for everyone, by the way. Lots of staff to guests as well, and that's really, really important because that means that you're not waiting in long lines at bars or waiting to be served in the restaurant. You know what? You've got the very best of everything, and it's a lovely, really amazing, friendly team on board. You'll see them around, you know, just everywhere, including, you know, the guest entertainers that are on board. They have special guest lecturers that go on board. My very good friend and mentor, Robin Ross, you'll see him actually popping up on quite a few cruises around the world. Guest lecturing on all kinds of fascinating subjects. Sometimes it's about the part of the world you're going to. Sometimes it is about one of the guest speakers' speciality. So they're quite fascinating. There are lovely, entertaining things to do during the day. You've got the classic quiz and bingo and things like that go on. There's deck games. The food on board is incredible. You will just love it. And there's a massive different range of choices as well. You've got 2 main restaurants there. You've got the Borough Market, which we saw before, which is the buffet on board, and that's open like right the way through the day. Lots of different flavours there. There's, you know, vegan station, Asian flavours, British classics. I mean, this is a British cruise line, so they know exactly what we're looking for on the menu. You've got specialty dining as well, Lupino's Mediterranean. There's Saffron Indian there. There's a chef's table experience if you want to do something a little bit more sort of boutique, which is lovely. Did you see in the theatre there just how there's plenty of space for you? You've got the little tables for your drinks as well. I mean, it's far from a regular theatre where it's just row upon row upon row, you know, and people kicking you in the back. It's great. So 12 nights going out of Liverpool. We've got a day at sea, and we're in the Faroe Islands in Runavik. These are wonderful small little islands in the Atlantic. Wonderful port. There's mountains around. It's a popular Viking port as well. There are art exhibitions and wonderful local culture here as well. We're staying in the Faroes for Klaksvik, the next port there. Stunning little area, really unspoilt. The most gorgeous views here, full of local cultural experiences. This is a key fishing port too, and there's an age-old brewery here too. A day at sea, and here we are, the highlight of the cruise. 2 days at overnight in Reykjavik. Very, very lively city, of course. Lots of geothermal activity here, whale watching from the harbour. You can head to Perland for its views from the observation deck, and make sure that you wander around the old harbour itself, maybe get to the Blue Lagoon too. Ísafjordur is next in Iceland. Now you can visit a local brewery here and sample the local ales, or how about visiting the Arctic Fox Centre and learning more about the local wildlife in this part of the world. We stay in Iceland next to Akureyri, where you can head to the Godafoss waterfalls, which are absolutely spectacular, by the way. Go and see the authentic Icelandic turf-covered houses on the gorgeous coastline. You can go whale watching here as well. Seyðisfjörður is next, which is a small little fishing port just to the east of Iceland. The most gorgeous scenery and viewpoints here. Very much an artist town as well. The most wonderful painted buildings and quirky sculptures are all around. Couple of days at sea, and then we are back into the port of Liverpool, which is wonderful. Really nice no-flight opportunity. Very, very different itinerary as well. Lovely to see the Ambassador actually sail from a number of different ports around the UK. So we're going to feature, you know, kind of as many as we can there, but there are lots more you can sail from down in Cornwall and up in Scotland, and this one is out of Liverpool. So anyone who is in the middle of the UK, up in the northwest, of course, if you're up in the Lakes, Yorkshire, really, really easy to get across to Liverpool. Now, this is another one where the price of the cruise is buy one, get one half price. So the first passenger, your price is here at 1439, which means passenger number 2 pays half of that, which is £719.50. If we put those two together and then divide it back into two again, the actual price per person for this cruise with this promotion is £1,079.25, which is pretty good for the convenience of actually sailing in and out of Liverpool. You can put low deposits down on this of less than £200 each, which is brilliant. And just a reminder that this buy one get one half price promotion runs for sailing with Ambassador that sail between the 6th of April next year and the 10th of April in 2026. You can take advantage on all those sailings there, but you must book it by the 31st of July because that's the end of this buy one get one half price promotion. Let's have a look at the details then for upgrading up to ocean view, balcony or suite. So just a reminder, that price on the screen is just the price for passenger number one. Passenger number two pays half of that price. If you add the two together and then divide it by two, the actual price per person is £1,079.25. This promotion, by the way, looks great in a brochure. It's less easy to show you on the TV, but I hope that makes sense. And if you've got any questions, if there's any confusions whatsoever, then just talk to the team on 0800 953 4700. Wonderful. So that's a nice little cruise actually, isn't it? I love the fact that you've got the overnight in Iceland, in Reykjavik on that one. And you've got some trips in the Faroe Islands as well. I think we've got at least two of the destinations on that itinerary that I don't think we've ever seen before on other cruise itineraries actually, which is really, really nice because if these are sort of mid-sized ships, they can get into some of those smaller ports that the bigger cruise lines can't. Right, how about now a little bit of Viking heritage voyage in and out of Tilbury. Now this is for the 4th of December next year for 8 nights. And this time we're back on ambience for this cruise, which you'll love. Now, I have to tell you, the heart and soul of these ships is the fact that they are mid-sized ships. That means that less people cruising. That means there's, you know, a higher staff to passenger ratio, which is again very, very nice. It means that you're not ever sort of wondering or looking or waiting for service, which is really, really nice. I mean, look at the comfortable surroundings. Remember as well, when you go to these ports, when you look at the itineraries, there might be places that you're unfamiliar with and you might think, okay, well, you know, I don't really want to take the chance of just going and wandering. You know, I don't want to be back late for the ship or whatever. Remember, the cruise line themselves arrange lots and lots of different excursions which you can book up and take with them. And it's a good idea to do that because if it's somewhere unfamiliar, a tour gets you to like 2 or 3 big highlights in an area, something you might not even have thought about. So it's really good to take a ship excursion. You can see here there's lots of things that you can get involved with during the day as well. If you're on a sea day, there are wonderful activities that you can be part of. Be that, you know, a crafting, going to the games room and having a good old game of Scrabble or chess with your other half, or maybe a new friend that you've met on the cruise. You meet and get friendly with people so easily on one of these cruises. And you know what, the entertainment of an evening, live entertainment, comedy, variety shows, you know, something to have a good old laugh at and enjoy. There'll be little parties up on the deck as well. It's just a really, really charming cruise. And remember, these are adults only cruises as well, which is, you know, nice little plus point really if you like a little bit of peace and quiet. Right, here is where we're going. Out of Tilbury, a day at sea into Gothenburg. You can take a tour around the islands that make up the archipelago here. There's the Museum of Art with art from the 1400s right the way through to the 20th century. Next, we're off to Copenhagen. There's Hans Christian Andersen's house you can go and visit. It's a really cool city, actually. Lovely architecture. There's monuments to the Rosenborg Castle, and there's the Nyhavn Harbour there, which you can see in the top picture, which is worth a wander. Then a day at sea into Oslo. Now, there's the Munch Museum here with around half of his paintings, if you want to go and see those. There's the Museum of Modern Art with Warhol's and Damien Hirst pieces in there. And there's a lovely folk museum too, so lots to see there. Kristiansand up in Fjordland in Norway next. Head to the Ravendal Nature Park, which is highly rated by its visitors for its wonderful lakes and wood and just peaceful surrounding. Or you can take a Segway tour around the place with a guide, which is very nice indeed. A day at sea, and then we come back into Tilbury. That's a nice little cruise, isn't it? Comes around at a nice time of year as well. You know, you're going to have your light jacket on because it probably won't be the greatest weather, but that's a good time to kind of see those capital cities. Actually, they'll be gearing up with the Christmas market, some of those as well, won't they? Gothenburg and Copenhagen, they'll be gearing up with their Christmas markets there, so you could do a bit of Christmas shopping. Oh, hello, we're no fly here as well. So if we're going to do some shopping for Christmas, of course, we don't have to worry about, oh, okay, is the case going to be over the weight, you know, for the flight back? There are no flights here. You're coming in and out of Tilbury. So if you're picking up some Christmas presents from some very, very different places here, you know, you can carry it, you can bring it. It's as simple as that. That's the same for if you've never been on a cruise before as well. So if you're thinking, I don't know what to wear on a cruise, you can cover all bases and you can take an extra case, which is really, really good. So this is another one which has the buy one, get one half price offer on it. And listen, as soon as I give you the price tag, there will be a lot of people in for this one. So passenger number one, let's show you your full price for this cruise at £815. That of course means that passenger number two cruises for half of that price, which is £407.50. So, have I done that right? Yes, £470. Yes, right, okay. So if you put those two numbers together, I'm getting confused with my maths now, it's fine. So if you add passenger number one and passenger number two who pays half price together, and then divide that into two, it means that your cruise is just £611.25 per person. That is the price for your cruise. So you can forget that. £611.25 with the promotion is your price per person on this cruise. You can put a deposit down today of just £200 each. And just a reminder again that this buy one, get one half price promotion runs on all sailings that go between the 6th of April next year with Ambassador and the 10th of April in 2026. Just got to get it booked by the end of July. There you go, simple. Here's the upgrades. I'll remind you again of the maths. So passenger number one pays £815, passenger number two pays £407.50. If you add those two together and then divide it by two, the true price per person on this with this promotion is £611.25, and you can put a £200 each deposit down to lock in that price tag. Either way, to enjoy the promotion, you have to book it by the 31st of July. I know this is for December next year, but a low deposit, remember, gets it all sorted right now for you. And it's a lovely time of year to get away for a little break, to do something a little bit different. And this gives, you know what, at £611, I think it was per person, that really does give the equivalent Turkey and Tinsel coach break a run for its money, doesn't it? Yeah, completely and utterly. And a lot more interesting. And all you've got to do is, you know, get down to Tilbury, unpack once, and that's it for the rest of your 8 nights. So it's well worth it. Right. So that's buy one, get one half price. That's part one of the show, if you like. Part two of the show is a second promotion, which is running right now with Ambassador Cruises. And this gets you 20% off your cruise price for Ambassador sailings that leave between now and the 21st of March next year. Now, all you need to do to get the saving, you need to call these in actually to our phone number and just quote save 20, and we'll take 20% off the price of your cruise. And we'll also discount the drinks package as well by the same 20% if you want to add that to your booking. Now these ones, you've got a little bit longer to book, but I'd be quick because they are already booking up fast. So this promotion needs taking up by the 28th of August. So let's show you 3 cracking offers where you can save 20% on these. Right, let's start then with AMB 143, and that's 21 nights on Ambition out of Tilbury for the Azores, Madeira, the Canaries and North Africa from 2,035 per person, but quote save 20 when you book on the phone lines and you'll save 20%, which makes it 1,628 per person for the saver fare. Or you can talk to the team about the Ambassador fare that includes drinks, tips, dinner seating choice and priority for free cabin upgrades. Now the middle one there for you is AMB 141, and that's 11 nights on Ambition to and from Newcastle or Dundee for a Treasures of Norway and Denmark cruise from £1,055 per person. Now, call us to book this and quote save 20 to save 20%, making it just $844 per person for the saver fare, or again, you can talk to our team about booking the ambassador fare that includes drinks, tips, dinner seating choice, and your priority for cabin upgrades. And the final offer there is AMB 142, and it's 12 nights to and from Tilbury on Ambition to France, Spain and Portugal. That's from 1125 per person, but again, if you quote save 20 to our team when you call us, we'll take 20% off that price, actually making it £900 per person for the saver fare, or you can talk to the team about the ambassador fare that includes drinks, tips, dinner seating choice and priority for free cabin upgrades. And remember, the Save 20 promotion can save you 20% off all ambassador offers that sail between now and the 21st of March next year. I'm telling you that because there are lots and lots of savings in there. You can search more on our website, but make sure you book them on the phone lines, because remember, it's only going to happen for a limited time. Right, okay, you've probably got lots of numbers in your head right now. You might need to rewind this and watch a bit back so you can get your breath and get your bearings and get the numbers together, and then make the call on 0800 953 4700. And for those of you who are relatively new to us here at Cruise First, let's just remind you why so many people, and it's hundreds of thousands of people over nearly 25 years, have put their trust in us when booking their cruise holidays.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise First, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and Atoll Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday with many of our deals. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 6,000 independent reviews, so you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise First.
Yeah, you certainly can. And actually, you know what? The great thing about us being on Trustpilot is you can go and see those reviews right now, the good, the bad and the ugly. You know, like, not everything goes right, but we fix those things that do go wrong. You know, nothing's 100% right. You know what? I can give you a steak to cook and not everyone's going to cook it perfectly. And in travel, you think about it, our team have so many different things to arrange that, you know, they do an amazing job. And our team behind us that you can talk to, based here in the UK with knowledge of cruise, of all the ships. If you fancy a part of the world, you've got a cruise line or a cruise ship in mind, just give our team a call and we'll make it happen, and we'll look for the best deals for you. We're not here to make you spend the most money, we're here to get you the best deal. It's what we've done for the best part of 25 fabulous years. Thanks for your company for now. See you back here for more very soon. Bye-bye.